Everyone. We are here today to talk about the Farmer's First line of crop nutrition and adjuvants. Super exciting stuff and all brand new. So we have two experts with us today, Neil McCormick, who is our product development manager, and Nick Siebert, who is the U.S. crop protection manager, to talk through everything you need to know about Farmer's First. So let's start out with the basic question. Tell us about this new brand, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. The Farmer's First brand is FBN's launching of a new brand that's going to be a product portfolio of all our own brands. So it kind of epitomizes what FBN stands for, right? Farmer's First. So in the past, we've had products under various different brands and almost like a marketplace vibe, but now everything's going to be pulled under that Farmer's First brand. So it'll simplify things for the farmer when they're ordering on the website, and also simplify things here from a supply chain standpoint.
Awesome. So what kinds of products will be included in the Farmer's First portfolio?
Sure. Yeah. To start off, we're launching our line of adjuvants and biologicals and plant nutrition products for the 2022 season. So that is actually in the midst of ramping up the launch right now. So we're excited to get this off the ground and launch this this year with adjuvants and bios, but there'll be more to come later.
All right. So what new solutions can farmers expect in the crop nutrition portfolio?
Yeah, good question. So the way we've broken out the portfolio is we've tried to take all the different types of products out there. The biological space has an impression of being very crowded. So we took the liberty, we wanted to organize it so that farmers could simplify it and know what the options were and what types of products there were. So the categorization we used is the pre-pro photo, which is a soil prebiotic, a soil probiotic, and then a photosynthetic enhancer. And then also a carbon source, and then our line of high uptake nutrients. So a photo, the pre would be a soil prebiotic. That's to stimulate the native biology and make your native soil work better. A probiotic is a specific microorganism that targets certain benefits. And then a photo is a photo, you're trying to maximize the photosynthetic efficiency of the plant. So those are foliar products where you're trying to mitigate stress and improve crop health. And then our carbon sources, those are your hume-based products that just help to store and transport nutrients very efficiently, as well as improve your overall soil quality. And then your high uptake nutrients are just your NPK micronutrients that are, you're blending those with a biological component that's helping to get those in the plant a lot quicker and more efficiently. So you can typically use those at lower rates. So those are the categories. If you look at the biological space, those buckets are pretty much where everything fits. So we wanted to have a very broad, even selection for different farmers with different needs. So
awesome. And sort of steering the conversation a little bit, given the current challenges that farmers are facing accessing fertilizer supply, how will these crop nutrition products help farmers optimize their fertilizer usage?
yeah, great question. So I think there's a couple ways to do it. The first one is you have products that you can just add right to your current fertilizer to make it work more efficiently and work better. So for farmers that are either trying to, have already purchased fertilizer and either want to make less fertilizer work better because they're not buying as much as they normally do due to price, or farmers that are buying and using their normal amount of fertilizer, but due to the amount of the investment, are just looking for ways to make sure that they're maximizing the usage and efficacy of that fertilizer. So the tank mix products that we tend to steer towards and Habit Boost, which is a hume-based carbon, so that can be used at a very low rate, and it's typically a lot more efficient than a typical humic acid. So the molecule size is smaller, which means that it can be used at a lower rate, and it's just going to work a lot more efficiently and faster than a standard humic, and mixes a lot easier. So that's something you can add to any fertilizer, and it's just going to make the fertilizer either stay in the soil better and get through the roots more efficiently, or you can use it foliar, and it's going to help the translocation of the fertilizer into the plant for any products that you want to use foliar. And then our catalyst product, you can use that either side dresser and furrow as well, and that's just a product that's going to stimulate the native biology. So there's already a lot of native N fixers, phos solubilizers, zinc solubilizers, any type of nutrient. There's typically already billions and billions of microorganisms in the soil. So what that product does, you're just providing an energy source that helps to make those plant available so that the plant can tap into that native store of nutrients that's already in the soil but may not be accessible to the plant. So you're freeing it with the catalyst, and then you're getting the transport into the plant with the inhabit boost. And then the next solution would be our inject lineup. So we have a nitrogen fixer called Inject NADV. That's a free living nitrogen fixer that doesn't require a root host, and it's a nasospirillum is the species, and it can fix nitrogen, without, so, you just want to get it in the soil, and it's going to accomplish that. And then we also have an Inject Myco product, which is a mycorrhizal product that will help stimulate the mycorrhizal root growth, which is a known quantified way to be able to uptake nutrients through the roots. So all those materials are very well studied, and things that have been quantified at the university level. And we're also doing some additional trial and validation through our trial network this year as well. And then our one last solution would be our inhabit and nourish lineup. So those are just micronutrients that have been nutrition fertilizer products with either a carbon source, so the inhabit carbon source, or a foliar products with an amino source that helps with efficient translocation through the plant. So typically they are just products that are are safer for the plant, can typically be used at lower rates, and are going to mitigate a lot of that, any phyto effects or salt stress or salt buildup in the soil. So tons, I've gone through a pretty exhaustive list. So hopefully that demonstrates we have a lot of different solutions, and are hopeful farmers will try something. And we do have a lot of things that can help them out. So
Yes,
loaded
awesome.
questions. Hopefully I did answering it.
a timely topic and many different solutions. So great.
Yep.
So a little bit different, but what solutions can farmers expect from the Adjuvant product line?
Yeah, good question. So we wanted to really just provide a very streamlined lineup of products. So we have just very robust, high quality formulations of your standard non-ionic surfactants, crop oils, MSOs. So anything that's going to be required by the label and all the typical uses. What we've done is we've gone through and made sure that every crop protection product has an adjuvant pairing that's going to make it perform better. So that's really generally what we tried to look at. Is, I don't want to go through a big exhaustive list of all the products, but we just made sure that we had the right adjuvant pairing at the right quality to make sure that the farmer is getting the, good value at a great price, essentially. So
that's awesome. So how do farmers understand what adjuvants to pair with their crop protection products?
Yeah, awesome question. So what we developed is our map system. So if you take a look, same with the categories I went through with the biologicals. If you look at the adjuvant space, there's really 3 buckets that all adjuvants fit into, either mix, supply, or perform. So the map system is is what we developed to help simplify that equation. So you're either trying to make your water, condition your water to make the pesticide work better if it's tying up in hard water. You're trying to get the chemical on target with your applied product. So how do I make sure that I reduce drift and get the crop protection to the plant? And then perform is once it's on the plant, how do I make sure that I have the right product to get it into the plant? So what we did to help streamline the selection process for farmers is we actually are launching a tool within the FBN Direct store where it's going to pair the right adjuvant with the right crop protection product. So we went through, navigated all the labels, and it has very precise recommendations per CP product that'll help farmers understand what adjuvant is the right product to pair with their crop protection. And in cases where farmers don't need an adjuvant, we point that out too. So if the crop protection product really isn't going to benefit from the use of an adjuvant, then we don't recommend one. So
awesome. That sounds great. All right. So Nick, I'm going to move over to you for a couple more questions here. Given the challenges of accessing product supply for farmers right now, do adjuvants play a role in making the most of their crop protection, especially for this year?
Yeah, certainly. Great question. Yeah, with supply constraints that we've seen in the market on crop protection products, it's imperative that they have access to quality products that are going to make those herbicides and other products work the best that they can. And especially with the price appreciation we're seeing on those products, cost of goods for the farmer are going to be a lot higher this year on herbicides. And so if they've got the right adjuvant, that's going to help them get every drop that they need out of that herbicide to best serve their field. So it's a great thing that we've got this new line coming out this year, because it'll help them make the most out of their crop protection products.
Awesome. All right. And I guess as a final sort of wrap up question, where can farmers go to learn more about the new Farmers First brands?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. They can just go to fbn.com, go check out our store, and we'll have great videos, content online to help them make their decisions. And our new website is very intuitive as far as decision making to help them pick the right adjuvant or the right biological that best serves their needs. And then also they can consult their local AE as well, so they can help them with any questions that they have.
That's great. Awesome. Super exciting stuff. And I really appreciate it. So thank you, Nick and Neil. And we will link any additional information in the description of the video so you can check out more.